In true crime with a good resolution news, a person watched the show Unsolved Mysteries and recognized a missing girl from the program. So, hey, sometimes it happens. You know, we put the faces on the milk cartons or we put them on the TV show, and every once in a while, someone recognizes someone. Sometimes it pays off. And it paid off in this situation as a store owner recognizes the little girl from the program he saw. Wow, that's really wonderful resolution to this. Let's learn a little bit more. A North Carolina store owner who was watching Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix was credited with recognizing an Illinois girl who had been missing since 2017 and calling the police. So 6 years later, and they recognized the person. And she was only 9 years old at the time, incidentally. So one changes fairly notably physically between 9 and 15. But they were still able to recognize her. So that's pretty cool. Kayla was 9 years old when she was last seen on a camping trip. Her mother, alleged abduction, was noticed the day after the 4th of July when the girl's father went to the suspect home to pick up his daughter. The girl had vanished, and so had the mother. So they have a split family. Dad goes to get kid for custody, and mom and kid are gone. They have absconded. So we are wondering where they are. According to police interviews, the girl was last seen packing her belongings up to the roof of a car. Her closest family members indicate she went on a camping trip to an unknown location, was expected to return for the parenting time, but not so much. They didn't show up for the court-ordered exchange, and police, of course, were immediately contacted, and an investigation was launched. It was discovered that all of the social media for the kid had been canceled, so parents, doing the custodial interference, deleted all social media because, of course, that would be really easy to track someone, because those often leave presence tracks in the background. Especially if you're posting things in the background, it might indicate from where. So thinking about that, deleting all the social media, as far as we were aware, no one had been able to reach the person or talk to her since the 4th of July. Because of this, the following day, they had filed a missing persons report for both the mom and daughter. They also didn't show up for a court date motioned on June the 7th. Her lawyer had not talked to her for days, was unaware what happened and what was concerned. And incidentally, in case you care, the location of a client is not considered privileged. So as a lawyer, if they're looking for you and I know where you are, I have to tell the police. So just in case you care, that is not considered privileged information. So the more you know. Thanks to the watchful store owner several states away, the teenage girl can be reunited. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children shared the discovery and said they were overjoyed. I'm overjoyed that Kayla is safe. I want to thank the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and law enforcement. We ask for privacy as we get to know each other again. While Kaylee is currently in protective custody for the moment, the mom faces a child abduction charge. Because, that's, some version of kidnapping. You can't do that, right? If there's a shared custody arrangement by court order and you have to turn over the kid, and you take the kid, that is going to be some version of kidnapping. So child abduction. Can't do that. So mom over here, things are not looking great. Reports from years ago speculated that they may have been seen near Athens. Asheville is only 3 hours away from Athens, so maybe that was true. Law and Crime Productions also closely examined the whole case with interviews. Kayla, I love you so much. I want nothing more than to have you back in my life and have many years of good times together and be part of everyone's life who loves you, the father said. On GoFundMe, they previously shared a video of young Kayla talking about Gary the Gecko, visible in a cardboard box. The video was uploaded to YouTube 7 years ago, so it represents what Kayla might have looked like before, when she was, 9. Thus, that brings us to the end of the story of Kayla, pictured left here, and her 9-year-old form, and the far right photo is a composite image that was put together by police to show what she might look like. So the right-hand photo is not an actual photo. It was meant to represent what she might look like. The middle photo is mom over here. So yeah, someone recognized this person from 6 years ago based on a Netflix documentary they saw and called the police, and it really was that person. Mom got busted. Kid has been reunited with dad. This should be an interesting case to watch. So all that stuff. And that, for the moment, brings us end of discussion of this story.